Well, hello, everybody. It is, I don't know what day it is, but we're here.
Yeah, no,
It's one of those things. It's all weeks blend together anymore. I've been working, if I'm not working in here, I'm working out my backyard, cleaning it up. So it's like I'm working all the time.
I know the days are like flying too. It's
Well,
crazy.
well, it's also dark so much faster. You know what I mean? It's like, oh man, I must be ready for bed. Oh, 6 o'clock?
Right. No, yeah, my girlfriend and I, we went out over the weekend, and yeah, man, we're there and everyone's having a good time, and then we're like, oh, let's head out, and then we check, it's like 8 o'clock. I'm like, oh, it's crazy.
Yeah, it's just, it's like this time change just messes with everything. So much darker earlier and in the morning later.
Makes it hard for open houses and stuff too.
You gotta bring flashlights. Hey, what's going on? What's new with you? And did you go do any open houses over the weekend? Did you do showings or what's up?
Yeah, so I did 3 open houses actually. I did Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. So trying different things out, because the market's just been interesting, right? And I think right now, I mean, yeah, a lot of homes are, still getting viewed, but open houses are kind of, it helps. But, kind of like I was talking to you earlier, I actually went out and showed some houses and nice houses and everything too. And that's kind of where I wanted to bring in, I guess like a piece of education when it comes to this too, is that, when we were looking out at the houses, during the whole time, my client's walking around and in his head, he's already thinking about like $50,000 to $100,000 discount, So the thing is
was this a nice house?
It's a nice house, like a house that I believe is listed properly and priced accordingly. And, they had already gone through one lowball offer. And, that's where I told my client, I mean, hey, they've already flat out declined one offer. They had another offer actually come in. So it's like I told him, I mean, it's one thing if a house is sitting on the market and it isn't priced correctly and has been on there. I mean, we saw some that had been on there for 100 days where I would say by all means,
Right.
But with some particular houses, and I mean, it reminds me like not of the COVID time, during that whole period where things were crazy. But I remember one of the phrases I always used to say was, offer what you won't be upset knowing that you lost out at, right? And what I mean by that is, if you submit an offer and you don't get a counter back or you don't hear back at all, don't be upset, right? Know that when you put in your offer that it's an offer that you feel this is my strong offer, take it or leave it type of thing. But yeah, it's the same concept again, but now in a different market. But that's the thing is, and that's where I always tell everybody when we're shopping and we're looking for these deals, we need to also be strategic and also mindful, right? Because the thing is there are these homes that, yes, they might sit a bit longer, but if they already have an offer in hand too, now we're competing again. And it kind of goes to show, right, that the market isn't exactly completely at a dead stop.
No, houses are selling and
Right.
They're selling for the right price.
And exactly like you said, for the right price. There are some homes where you can bring them down quite a bit, but I think that we've already kind of gone to not the lowest. I mean, what do you think? Like probably another 8% less or something?
No, I don't think that at all. With rates going down, not up, I think they're going to start. More and more people are like, oh, rates went down.
Right.
Time to buy. The problem is builders right now aren't even looking at building homes until next year. Right.
I actually, while I was going, because I was showing the houses in Tracy and I drove by, man, I forgot exactly where it was, but it was one of those communities and it said, phasing houses out in summer 2022. There was nothing.
What do you mean nothing? They weren't going to, already were all sold or they were not building?
No, like it looks like they're just not building. Like they just stopped. And they
they did
have the banner,
That's what they did. All of them have stopped. I mean, I know another builder, I'm not going to say where they are. And he's like, yeah, we have 96 and we have 3 sold and we're not going to do anything yet.
Yeah.
So we know. And I was like, come on the radio and tell everybody, because we'll get everybody in there to fill it up for you.
Right.
And because like they said, if we get them out here, we can help them and get into the house. Because in 6 months from now, it's going to be crazy. In 12 months from now, it's going to be worse. And then in 12 months after that, it's even going to be worse than we've ever seen. Because again, we're not building homes and rates are going to go down. People are going to want to buy. And the only way we're going to be able to sell homes is if people move out of state.
Right. No, and
And I'm not trying to tell people to move out of state, but that's just, we need, it's like you guys lost 700,000 people. Yeah, I know. That's why we sold 700,000 homes, right? It's
no, it's crazy. And that's the thing too, though, is like I always say, especially like just California, right? Like it's kind of one of those states where it's just people come and people go, people come, people go. It keeps, it's like a big cycle. Man, well, I've been expecting a lot of the people that left during the time, some are probably going to come back too.
They are. I already have people. I know people who have come back. And the problem is when you sell out in California, move somewhere else and try to come back, you're not going to be able to own a home technically, but unless you bought $1 million home in Texas or something, and now you sold it, and now you're coming back. But the issue is this is going there in 45 markets across the United States. You need to make $100,000 or more to own a home.
Right.
And that's even our market right now. I mean, it's at least 80,000 if you have no debt, but if you have anything, you're looking at close to $100,000 to be able to afford a home. And that's what people don't understand. Right.
Yeah.
And it's gotten, and there's not a lot of $275,000 homes out there. They're all $400,000 to $500,000 homes. So, even up in Tuolumne County, there's a few that have dropped on at the 259 or 275, but they're getting picked up by cash because they're investment hot properties. Right. So it's really difficult. So if you make $60,000 a year, you need another person to come on with you.
Yeah. No, it's difficult. And then like, it's even hard right now. Even with condos and stuff,
Well, because you got that extra fee.
Exactly.
You might as well buy a house.
Right. I know there's like the
HOA.
Even the mobile homes, like mobile homes is like
you something mean in parks.
Right. Like a lot of people even the rates with that are pretty,
because those are, if they're not on a permanent foundation on land, it's a personal loan. It's like buying a car. Yeah. And car rates right now are so high. The average price for a used car, the payment's $1,000 a month.
No, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy how things change over here. And I had a conversation with another agent in my office too, and she was kind of saying how we have almost turned into the Bay Area, where not like completely, but like in the sense of housing, where it doesn't seem like we're gonna go much lower.
We're not,
like we've already reached this threshold, and I don't think that there's any going back. Right.
We're not. We're not dropping. This is not 2008. We don't have a financial crisis. We don't have 3.5 million on the market, houses on the market. No one bought with 100% financing. A couple people have vets or in USDA, but nothing like back then. Everybody did 100% financing. So there was no skin in the game. So people walked. Yeah. And we overbuilt homes. We underbuilt homes. Everybody has on average $300,000 of equity. They don't need to do anything, and an interest rate in the 3s or below. They don't need to do anything. That's the problem.
Yeah. No, and then
no one's moving up because you don't want to move up and pay a 5% or 6% or 7% interest rate when you have a 3% interest rate.
Right. And I think it's going to be a while before we see things, I guess, move fast again. But that's why.
It's going to happen next year into 24.
Right. No, and it's like, it's one of those things where I would say, as we keep saying, and it's like, like I'd say, right, we're just beating a dead horse, but just really trying to get people to get out there. Like right now, it's like I said, a lot of houses there's still a lot of opportunities out there. Mm-hmm. Granted, there are houses that are, look brand new from the bottom up and just are priced completely, aggressively. And that's the thing, is not everybody is pricing aggressively, really, because they're still in a mindset of, it's funny, like sellers and buyers right now are just in such a weird spot for both of them. It's it's like but that's the thing too, is like it's a pretty fair, calm market, where you can take the time, you can shop around,
right? You can get money for closing costs. It's a kinder, gentler time, but it's not going to last forever. There's only one place I know that people are taking a lot off the purchase price, and that's in Tuolumne County on $900,000 homes,
right?
$1 million homes, because that's an unusual buy up there, right? Think about it. If you're going to buy them, yeah. So they're sitting and people are getting scared, so they're dropping the price. Well, you don't need, because they have to sell. If they have their house on the market right now, they have to sell.
Yeah. No, it's like that too. I even had gone out and I showed some properties and stuff, even in Copperopolis.
Mhm.
And like,
Damn, you go all over, don't you?
yeah, yeah, no, I go all over. But when I was there, it's crazy because during that time, the house, I mean, even in Copperopolis, man, like there were 3-bedroom houses that, I mean, yeah, they were nice and everything, but nothing super crazy. And for 550 grand,
Mhm.
it's crazy.
It's
It was a residential house too. It wasn't like a ranch or ranchette, nothing like that.
dude,
Just a
what do you
regular
think?
house.
It's supposed to be 200 grand or something?
No. What I'm saying is, it's like it just jumped like crazy, but now everything's just
This is the
reverted.
this is the price. That's
Right.
where it's at. It's not getting lower. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, and that's why it's like we say, the sooner you get in and the sooner you can start working towards that, and then you build your equity more, you start preparing yourself for that time when the time comes to refinance.
Mhm.
And
you're going to refinance a couple times over the next couple of years.
Yeah.
I was talking to somebody else who wanted to put 20% down. I'm like, don't put 20% down, put 10% down. It's only $89 a month for mortgage insurance. Yes, the difference in your payment might be a couple $100 plus the mortgage insurance, but save that 56 grand, put in your bank account for what if. Did you fund all your kids' 529 plans? That kind of stuff.
Right. Yeah. And it's like you said, just having that combined income also is really helping right now.
Mhm.
But
you're going to need it no matter what. Even when rates go down, you're still going to need a combined income. I think when rates were lower, we were at like, you need 75 grand in our area to buy an entry level home, but not everybody's buying an entry level home. Right.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody,
all right,
gonna be
short week.
Right. I know. And then Thanksgiving coming up.
Yep.
Everybody enjoy that. And I'll probably still be working.
I'm not working Thanksgiving, but I'm working Thursday and I'm sorry, not Thursday, Friday and Saturday. Because I was supposed to go out of town, go to the cabin, but now things have changed. And so I unblocked my schedule so that I could get other stuff in there.
Yeah, no. Enjoy the time.
All right. Thanks for coming in.
Thank you.
And I appreciate you, talking about this is the time to buy. Stop worrying about it. Stop trying to underprice houses by 150 grand. It's not going to happen. Most prices are correct. If you can still get some money for closing costs, but I know homes right now who are in the 800 range that have multiple offers on them, backup offers. It's again, location and what the house is. If you want that house, you're going to pay for that house.
Right.
All right. Make it a great day. Everybody have a great turkey day. Thanks for coming in, Francisco.
Thank you.